Hello everyone. In this video, I will talk about how we could handle the multi-select dropdown using the select class from Selenium library. I will use this application for the demo. As you see, we have a multi-select dropdown here, and I am able to select multiple values. If I right click and inspect this, we see it is made up of select tag and it has options under it. So using the select class, we can interact with this type of multi-select dropdown, which is made up of select tag and it has its options listed in the option tag. Let me quickly open the Selenium WebDriver's official website. I go to downloads, click on API docs for Java, and here search for select class. Yeah. So this is the class that we will use to interact with the multi-select dropdown. So if you see, the constructor takes web element as an argument. So we need to pass this select class web element to the select class constructor. Once that is initialized, then we can use the different methods to interact with the dropdown. Okay, let's initialize the Chrome driver. Let us launch the application driver.get. Let us now initialize the select class. As we saw, select takes web element as an argument. So we need to say driver dot find element, and we can say by dot name or by dot id. So let's take id here, by dot id. So if you take a look here, this expects web element. So we have passed the web element here. So now the select class is initialized. Let us start. Yeah, so these are the methods, some of the important or frequently used methods in the select class. So I will demonstrate these green color methods here. Rest would be on similar lines. You can take a look. Let's start with select by index. Yeah. So there are 4 values. So we could retrieve these values by zero-based index. That is, the first value would have index 0, second would have 1, and so on. So let us select the first value by its index 0. So we could say select dot select by index and we'll pass the index as 0. So yeah, let us run this. Okay, so yeah, first value selected, fine. So this is working as expected. Let's take a look at the second method, which is select by value. So we already have first element selected. Now let's select the second element by its value. So when you see the second element has value Hyundai, so note we have to take the value of this attribute value and not this inner text which is having capital H. So we have to copy this one with the lower case H. Select by value. Yeah. Let's execute this and it should select the text Hyundai. Yeah, so it's working as expected. So moving further, let's now select by visible text. Yeah, so we'll select yeah, so we'll select Mercedes by its visible text. So if you take a look here, the visible text is this one with capital M. So sorry, select dot select by visible text, visible text as the text. Yeah. So let's quickly try this. We now have the Mercedes, that is total three elements selected. Yeah. Okay. Let's move further. Get first selected option. Right. So yeah. So this one is so here. Let's say like the automation will select these three and we should get the first value. The first value from top is Volvo, so it should print Volvo. So let's say select dot get first selected option. Get first selected option, and if we take a look to see what it does not take any argument and it returns a web element. So this will return a web element. So now here if we say dot get text, so it will return us a text of the first selected element which is Volvo. So we can print this by using 6 out. So now this should print Volvo. As we see, Volvo text has got printed. Fine. Moving further, moving to the next API, which is get all selected options. So now as of now, we got the first one out of the three selected. Now we want to print all the three selected. So there are total four values, and out of that, three are selected. So we want to fetch all the three which are selected and print them. Okay. So select dot get all selected options. So again, it does not take any argument and it is returning a list of web element. So since this is a list of web element, we need a list of the text from the web element. So we'll have to create that and then we'll have to traverse and put the values from this list into that list. So let us do that. Yeah. So let us traverse through this, and we need to get the text and add it to this list. Options of add the text from this web element using get text. Yes. So what we have done here is, like, we have just traversed through this list of web elements, and we have fetched the get text, and we have stored it into the options list. So now we'll print the contents of this option list. Options dot options dot to string, options dot to string. Yeah. So this should print the selected values, the first three values. Let me execute this. Yeah, so as we see, three values which were selected have been printed. Well, with this, we have covered all the select and get methods. Let's move to further to deselect all. This should clear all the selections. Let's just quickly try it out. Let me run it. Yeah, as we see, everything has got cleared. It is working as expected. Okay. So we have covered the methods marked in green color, and the blue ones, you can just take a look. They are all same like these. Yeah, that's all for